How's everybody doing tonight? We got a fun experiment that I got to share with you. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see the screen behind me. I think you will. But I got it's a fun experiment. I'm going to wait for a minute. Let some people get on. Okay, people are starting to come on. So tonight what I'm doing is I learned this at the last event that I attended. It was shown to me. Well, it was talked about by a guy named Michael Klaus, and Michael Klaus has been in network marketing for 20 plus years. I think it may be more than that, but he's very, very gifted from the stage. Especially he's a tremendous speaker and motivator, and really nice guy. And at the event, he was talking about. He posed the question, he said, have you ever been asked the question, is network marketing a good idea? And he said, well, I tell people to go ahead and Google it. But if you're going to Google, is network marketing a good idea, then you also need to Google, is marriage a good idea? Is religion a good idea? And so I put his talking points to the test, and it was hilarious, actually. It's kind of sad and hilarious all in the same breath. What I found, and I got it over here, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but anyway, you're going to have to take my word for it, I think, the way that this is going. But just to give you an idea, we'll go with the first one is religion a good idea? Now, most of us have been raised, I would say that definitely greater than 50%, probably 70% of us were grown in an environment where we went to church on Sunday, whether it was, for a brief period of time in our lives, or, you were forced to go Sundays and Wednesdays, and it was a regular part. But most of us, I would say, in the United States have been exposed to religion, and families for generations have thought that it's a really good idea to get us to go to church. And so, when you Google that, and please put it to the test, it comes back as the first one that comes up. It comes up as 52% say no, and 48% say yes. That's the first one. The second one, and I'm not going to go through each one of them, but the second one basically says you need to be cautioned, is what I see in here. And so overall, the initial response for is religion a good idea is negative. So we'll move on to the next one. Is marriage a good idea? The first one on Google is 10 reasons it's totally fine never to get married. So we'll move on to the next question, is network marketing a good idea? What do you think it is? Do you think it's a positive or a negative? Anybody? Will anybody want to chime in down here and going on the pattern we've just gone through? Anybody? Okay. Well, I'm sure you're not going to be surprised. It talks about how it's not really such a great idea for most people. And I went ahead and I wanted to take it a step further. And I'm a mortgage banker. And I've been a mortgage banker for 20 years. And this one really made me laugh, because mortgage banker for 20 years have seen the ups and downs in the industry, have seen just great things, have had great success, and have had some pretty low points in it. But overall, I mean, good profession. So first one, is being a mortgage loan officer a good job to have? It's a forum. And the first response is, if you have poor communication skills, don't return calls or emails, and no interest in actually helping people or following contract guidelines, then the mortgage business is perfect for you. So another negative comment. So I even went so far as to say, is spirituality a good idea? Because religion didn't work. And you know what? Guess what? No, being spiritual is not a good idea either. So it's really kind of a sad commentary, but I wasn't surprised by the results in that, unfortunately, our society, our world tends to default on the negative. And so that's one of the reasons why I limit my exposure to TV. That's why I'm always talking about personal growth. That's why I stay around positive people. I do my best to stay positive and live a positive life and share a positive message and don't get caught up. I do my best not to get caught up in this day-to-day negativity that goes on in our world. But that was just a huge revelation for me. So the bottom line is if you think it's a good idea and you think you want to give it a try, whether it's network marketing or some other way to further yourself, better your life, go with your gut. It's there for a reason. That feeling is there for a reason. And so I wanted to share this experiment with you and do it live. I mean, there was a little bit of prep. I knew what the answers were going to be, but I figured I'd share it with you. And so I hope you got some value out of this. If you got some value out of it, please like, comment, and share. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. And I hope everybody has a great Thursday night.